Ever wondered what the most dangerous inventions of the 20th century are? It's a question that sparks curiosity and, quite frankly, a bit of unease. We often celebrate the triumphs of human ingenuity, the groundbreaking inventions that have reshaped our world. But what about the darker side of innovation? Today we're diving into the top 5 inventions that changed the world, but also brought significant risks. These inventions, while remarkable in their own right, cast a long shadow, a reminder that progress can come at a great cost. So buckle up as we explore the often overlooked dangers of these seemingly innovative breakthroughs. The year is 1945. The world is still grappling with the devastation of World War II. On July 16th, the first atomic bomb test, codenamed Trinity, illuminated the New Mexico desert with an eerie glow. This marked a turning point in human history, the dawn of the atomic age. But this awe-inspiring display of scientific prowess came with a terrifying caveat: the power to unleash unimaginable destruction. Just weeks later, Hiroshima and Nagasaki were reduced to rubble, victims of this terrifying new weapon. The world watched in horror as the death toll climbed, the long-term effects of radiation poisoning a grim reminder of the bomb's devastating legacy. The development of nuclear weapons ushered in a new era of geopolitical tension, the Cold War, a decades-long standoff between the United States and the Soviet Union. Even today, long after the end of the Cold War, the threat of nuclear weapons persists. The horrors of World War I introduced the world to a new form of warfare, one that targeted not just soldiers on the battlefield, but the very air they breathed. Chemical weapons, insidious and indiscriminate, emerged as a terrifying new threat, leaving an indelible scar on the conscience of humanity. From the trenches of Europe, clouds of chlorine gas, a yellowish-green spectre, wafted across the battlefields, choking the life out of those caught in its path. Soldiers gasped for air, their lungs burning, their bodies convulsing as they succumbed to this silent killer. Despite widespread condemnation and international treaties banning their use, chemical weapons continued to rear their ugly head in conflicts around the world. The sarin gas attack on the Tokyo subway in 1995, perpetrated by a doomsday cult, served as a chilling reminder of this ever-present danger. Asbestos, the hidden killer in our homes. For decades, asbestos was hailed as a wonder material, its fire-resistant properties making it a ubiquitous component in construction, insulation, and countless other applications. But this seemingly innocuous material harbored a dark secret, one that would take years, even decades, to fully unravel. Asbestos, when inhaled, releases microscopic fibers that lodge deep within the lungs, wreaking havoc on the delicate tissues. Asbestosis, a chronic lung disease, emerged as a debilitating consequence of prolonged exposure, robbing its victims of their ability to breathe. Mesothelioma, a rare and aggressive form of cancer, emerged as another deadly consequence, primarily affecting the lining of the lungs, but also capable of spreading to other organs. The removal of asbestos, a complex and costly endeavour, became a top priority, a race against time to mitigate the risks to human health. Agent Orange, the toxic legacy of war. The Vietnam War, a conflict that tore apart a nation and left an indelible mark on the American psyche, also gave rise to one of the most enduring environmental disasters in human history, Agent Orange. This chemical weapon, deployed by the United States military, was intended to defoliate the dense jungles of Vietnam, denying cover to enemy forces. But Agent Orange's effects extended far beyond the battlefield, unleashing a toxic legacy that continues to haunt the region to this day. The health consequences for those exposed, both Vietnamese civilians and American soldiers, were devastating. Birth defects soared in areas heavily sprayed with Agent Orange, leaving generations to grapple with the consequences. Cancer rates skyrocketed, with leukemia, lymphoma, and other cancers linked to exposure. CFCs, the unseen threat to our atmosphere. For decades, chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs, were hailed as miracle chemicals, their inert properties making them ideal for use in refrigeration, air conditioning and aerosol sprays. But high above Earth in the stratosphere, a silent crisis was unfolding, one that would take years of scientific investigation to fully comprehend. CFCs, once released into the atmosphere, slowly rose, reaching altitudes where they would unleash their destructive potential. The ozone layer, a protective shield in the stratosphere, absorbs most of the sun's harmful ultraviolet UV radiation, shielding life on Earth from its damaging effects. The discovery of the ozone hole over Antarctica in the 1980s sent shockwaves through the scientific community and the world at large. The Montreal Protocol, signed in 1987, phased out the production and consumption of CFCs and other ozone-depleting substances. The price of progress, lessons for the future. As we've journeyed through these 5 inventions, we've uncovered a sobering truth. Progress often comes at a cost. These inventions, while significant, highlight the double-edged sword of technological advancement. The 20th century, for all its progress, serves as a stark reminder of the potential for unintended consequences. It's crucial to remember the lessons learned. We must approach innovation with a critical eye, considering not just the potential benefits, but also the potential risks. Rigorous testing, ethical considerations, and a commitment to sustainability must guide our pursuit of progress. Like and subscribe for more insightful videos on the impact of science and technology. Let's continue the conversation and work together to create a future where innovation benefits all of humanity without jeopardizing the health of our planet.